Hello BookTube, welcome to Lindsay Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and it's time for another Saturday Shelfie tour. Well, I've done my last few Saturday Shelfie tours behind the camera, but if you watched my video last week, you know that I mentioned that I have a lot of cozy mysteries by C authors, and that's due in part to the fact that I have 25 books by Laura Childs. So I thought I would just do kind of a little author focus and show you all my Laura Childs books and tell you a little bit about what I know about Laura Childs. I do have plans at some point in my BookTube career to do a series of author-focused videos about authors that I have read a lot of and that I know a little more about. I've only read one of these Laura Childs books, and I don't really know much about her other than what I've learned on Goodreads and through her website. But I figured I gotta start somewhere. Now, Laura Childs is actually a pseudonym for Jerry Schmidt. I don't really know much about her, but her bio on Goodreads says that she's married to a Chinese language professor. She has 2 Shar-Pei dogs and loves to travel and ride horses. So that sounds pretty cool to me. And I hope that she is interested in and knows something about scrapbooking, because she's the author of the Scrapbooking Mystery Series. That is her first series that I knew about. Now, the Tea Shop Mysteries are actually a little bit older, but let me first start with the Scrapbooking Mysteries because those are the ones that I am most familiar with. The only one I've read is Keepsake Crimes, and this series is about Carmela Bertrand, who is a scrapbooking shop owner in New Orleans. And in this first book, of course, there is a murder during Mardi Gras, and everything's crazy and hectic, and Carmela's estranged husband is one of the suspects. So that's how she gets involved in this particular murder. And I don't really know anything about any of the other books, but I really did enjoy this one. It's been some time since I read it, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to get around to reading more of the books. But I've been collecting them with plans to read these at some point. So let me show you the ones I have. I have the first 3 in paperback. The second one is photo finished, and the third one is Bound for Murder. I also have a large print copy of the first book. I'm not really sure if I want to keep this one or not, because all the rest of the ones from this series I have in hardcover, and this is more the same size as the hardcover books. So if I can ever find the second and third books in hardcover, I may go ahead and hang on to this one and then get rid of these paperbacks. But for now, I'm just kind of hanging on to all of them. Book 4 is Motif for Murder. Book 5 is Frill Kill. Book 6 is Death Swatch. Book 7, Tragic Magic. Book 8, Fiber and Brimstone. Book 9 I don't have. It's called Skeleton Letters. Book 10 is Postcards from the Dead. Book 11 is Guilt Trip. Now, those are all the ones that I have. This series was first started in 2003, and there are currently 14 books in the series. All right, now going back to her first series, which is the Tea Shop Mysteries. This is a series about Theodosia Browning. She is the owner of the Indigo Tea Shop in Charleston, South Carolina. The Tea Shop Mysteries were first published in 2001, and the 18th book is due out later in 2017. The Tea Shop Mysteries are fun because they each have recipes in the back, and I've read the first chapter of this book, and one of the things that was interesting about it is that written within the narrative were actually tea steeping tips. So I thought that was kind of neat. Now, all of the books I have from this series are paperback. I have Book 1, Death by Darjeeling. Book 2, Gunpowder Green. Number 3, Shades of Earl Grey. 4, The English Breakfast Murder. Number 5, The Jasmine Moon Murder. Number 6, Chamomile Morning. Number 7, Blood Orange Brewing. Number 8, Dragonwell Dead. I don't have number 9. It is The Silver Needle Murder. And I don't have number 10 either. It's Oolong Dead. Number 11 is The Teaberry Strangler. I don't have number 12 or 13. Number 14 is Sweet Tea Revenge. And number 15 is the last one I have. It's called Steeped in Evil. So this series looks really great, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I just don't know when I'm going to get to it. She has one other cozy mystery series, and it's called the Cackleberry Club. From the description, it sounds like it is about 3 women who are all widowed, and they have gone in together to start a cafe called the Cackleberry Club Cafe. I only have 3 of these books, and there are currently 7 books that have been published. Book number one is Eggs in Purgatory. I don't have book number 2, but it is called Eggs Benedict Arnold. Book 3 is Bedeviled Eggs. And then book 4 I have in hardcover. It's called Steak and Eggs. And those are the only ones of the Cackleberry Club that I have. There are, and as I mentioned, there are 7 of those. I also visited the largehouse.com website, and I noticed that she has another series that has just started in 2016, and the second one is due out in 2017. And those are written under her own name, which is Jerry Smith. And this is a thriller series. The name of the series is Afton Tangler Thrillers, and I don't know anything about them other than that, but that is apparently a new ongoing series, and because it's a different style of writing, I guess, and because it's a slightly different genre, she is using her own name instead of the Laura Childs pseudonym for this series. So that's about all I know about Laura Childs and her books. All 3 of these series that I have, I'm just really excited to get to. They look like they're a lot of fun, and they are themes that I enjoy and I'm interested in, and so I can't wait to get to them. As I said earlier, I just don't know when I'm going to. I think it was Jen from Today in Jen's Library who said, I just want to read all of the books all at once. I want them to magically appear in my head. And I commented, yes, I want that too. I wish they could just all magically appear in my head, and I could say that I've read them all. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So I'll get to them when I can. And meanwhile, next week, I'll come back with another Saturday Shelfie tour of my D Cozy Mystery authors. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you. Katie's always wanted me to put one of our cats in the video. So this is Beast. He is actually our most timid cat, and so it's kind of funny that his name is Beast. We call him Girl Baby. I've shown him in a video before, but it's been about a year, and he doesn't want to be in the video. But anyway, say hi, Beast. Hi. He was recently bit by a snake, and he's all healed up now. He's still got a tiny little spot right there, but he's our silly guy.